What's up, guys? Welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkins bringing you another Brave Cross guide in terms of Legion instance against Asura. Now, I've seen a lot of people actually struggling with Asura. The main problem is pretty much try to survive the entire fight. Of course, the longer you are in the fight, the more DPS you will do. There is a suggested heroes that you can use: Punisher, Red Mask, your Ranger, and I think Barbarous and Sohi. Now, four of these heroes actually have a rage reducing ability. It is quite useful to have it because it is pretty hard to survive Asura's awakening, especially if you're in the lower levels. If you are level 70, then there is a higher chance that you will survive his awakening. So if you are high level like me, or max level at this point is level 70, then you shouldn't worry about following the suggested hero. You can in fact just grab any hero you want. Obviously there are still things that you need to consider, such as maybe getting a good defensive team or a supportive team as well that can heal you through the awakening afterwards. And I think that's pretty much it. Now let's go through the boss's skill. So the first one is Thunderhead, which summons a bombardment on enemy troops every zero point 0.3 of a seconds. So basically this is what he uses, which there rains some sort of like missiles or bombs from the top, and the idea is you actually have to tap these bombs in order for it to explode and not hit your troops. Now there is a 40% chance to stun and calm the targets for 3 seconds, and it actually says there you can ignite shells by tapping on them before they contact enemies. And then the next one is Scatter Shot, which is a carpet bomb, and it pretty much hits each hero 500% attack damage. If there is footmans, you can block the scatter shot once, and then the second time the footman will die. And then we got Stone Shell, deals 2.5 times damage to female heroes, immune to magic damage. Mages, bards, wizard receive times 2 damage from front heroes, which is nice to have. Like, most of the heroes suggested are front heroes, but like I said, it's not necessarily required of you. And then of course we've got the Rupturing Burst, which is the awakening. And with that in mind, let's try and do the instance. So for this particular instance, I do pick my Sohi, of course, because she will be able to do the most damage out of everyone. And I will bring Terra as well, because I like the defense and reduction of the defense for Asura. Now my fifth is a bit of a pick, so it's either I will go with Arya for more healing and more buffs, or I go XMK3, which can make Asura stay still and he won't do anything until the awakening is finished. So the bug still exists that if you use XMK3's awakening, Asura will not do anything to you until the awakening is finished. Now, it doesn't matter for me because I pretty much do the same damage anyway, even if I take Arya or XMK3, doesn't matter. So I will just pick XMK3 and show you guys. The first thing you do is summon 5 footmen. So every time he uses that skill, your heroes won't be hit. Okay, and then tap the bombs, use the awakening, summon more footmen in when they die, so your hero doesn't get hit. Well, or they got hit, but we should be fine. Terra also has the basic attack to reduce his awakening bar, so you should be fine pretty much until later on. Because he'll gain the rage and then lose the rage, then gain the rage and lose the rage straight away. And of course, he uses awakening. With Terra up there, you should be able to survive. Oh, so he dies, but that's fine. Can keep going. So, yeah, the only problem here is when your footman dies, obviously you're pretty much defenseless against that. I think it was called scatter shot, and there we go. They died again, so summon more footmen. Keep tapping those bombs. He does summon them quite often. He does that again. And so, of course, he survived that. And that pretty much it adds up. So I do survive the entire fight. Obviously, Sohi died. That's a shame. But if Sohi is there, I can pretty much do about 1% each time I try. And I can go again and repeat that. Summon the footman. And he does his bomb straight away. Just keep tapping them. Footman dies, resummon. Use Dynus. Unfortunately didn't reduce the rage, but that's fine. Keep going. Wait for Terra awakening so we can sync it with Sohi's. Summon more footmen. Terra's after 2 seconds summon. XMK3. Use your awakening. Makes him stop. You can in fact sort of time when he's about to do his awakening, and you can probably stun him or interrupt him using the main hero's awakening. So keep going, keep going. We're just gonna try and survive. That is the name of the game in terms with Asura. It's not how much you can do, it's how long you can survive, and you want to survive as long as you can. Yeah, make him stop. The only problem with using XMK3 is actually it gives Asura a lot of rage most of the time. So you probably want to avoid using him, but you know, Arya will give you more rage gaining abilities, and you can probably use your awakening a lot more, but it shouldn't be much difference. Like I said, usually I do about like 50%, and I'm out of footmen, but we should be okay. There's only 5 seconds left. Get rid of the bombs, and there we go. Survive it in full team. I do about 1.08% damage and got some loot for the Legion. Now I'll do it one more time, and this time I will pick Arya instead of XMK3. Summon 5 footmen, and you'll survive that attack. Pretty much the footman's shield gets destroyed whenever he does that. Okay, destroy the bombs. Destroy the bombs, destroy the bombs. Okay. Now, use awakening. Get the buff out of it for everyone. Good job. That should do a lot of damage. One footman died, so resummon. He's awakening. We should all survive that. Good job. We heal through it. So we summon Footman. I guess the only thing good about XMK3 is you don't have to deal with so many of his skills, especially all these bombs. Sometimes you can forget to resummon your Footman, which is very annoying. Okay. Okay. Healing range should work. Stun him. Reduce the awakening, hopefully. No, I mean the rage. Keep going, keep going. I should be able to do one more Azure Affection, but we'll see. We'll save the last bits of awakenings. Okay. Okay. Oh, so he nearly died there. That's fine. That's all what we want. So, like I said, yeah, about 1%, which is decent enough. You can actually use your mercs as well if you don't have the other heroes. But other than that, it's pretty easy to survive. Hopefully, I've taught you guys how to survive. I mean, doing as much damage is always good, but the name of the game with Asura is surviving. Like most of the Legion instance that you will fight, it's pretty much survival, and you will do more damage as you survive. The higher level you are, the better it will be for you, and it'll be easier to survive, of course. And don't worry about, doing so much damage. As for me, I'm usually around this area for within my Legion. Sometimes I even go down. Some people, will tend to do it later on. As you can see, my alternate account is on the 7th ranking, and some others actually, it's hard. Like I said, they're having a hard time, and they're not actually asking for any tips or things like that. So I do post my videos, my channel link in the Legion to help them through. And well, other than that, guys, I think that's it for this video. Now, I am just using my phone to record all of this, so there is no editing and stuff like that. I'm doing it on the fly. Hopefully you like this video. Click like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful at all. And that's it for me, guys. Munchkins logging off. Happy gaming, guys.